everybody, I'm Ernest. I'm on the road, finally getting out of this rain. I've been riding in the rain for about 3 hours, so I'm finally getting out of it. Just past Sonora, Texas. I'm on I-10. I'm heading west. I'm going to New Mexico. I have some plans that I want to do and some places that I want to visit, and let's see how this thing goes. I'm kind of shooting from the hip. I just loaded up my car and I plan to be on the road at least a week, maybe not, who knows, maybe longer. I got a mattress in the back of my SUV, and if I decide to do some car camping, if the weather's correct and I can find a good place where I can actually sleep, then I'll go ahead and do that too, to save a little bit on the hotel cost. But I'm just glad to be out of so made it to Fort Stockton, Texas. I stopped at Pilot's and I filled up the car, and now I'm gonna get fueled up. Okay, I'm kind of hauling ass because I just found out I might be able to make it to Carlsbad. I've got like 13 minutes. It closes at 2:30. It's 1:58 right now, and I'm gonna see if I can make it and get in and catch the last tour at 2:30. Okay, it's only a few minutes before closing. Let's see if I make it. Okay, I got my ticket and I got the America Beautiful Pass for a lifetime. For a lifetime, since I'm retired military. So I can go into all the national parks, BML land, and some other options. I'll look into that later, but it's like a 3-minute walk down to the cavern. Okay, I just got the safety briefing, and basically he said that this was a strenuous trail. Oh, I guess this is like a theater up at the front, but then you would continue to walk down to the actual cave that is considered an extraneous hike, so be aware of that. Not really know what the significance of that person is, but we will find out. So let's go down. So as you're walking down, you start to smell the bat guano. If you ever smell bat guano, you'll never forget it. The park ranger said it's 700 feet down. Wow. You can already see the bats flying around. I've been walking down a good while and I still haven't made it to the bottom. Okay, I'm finding out I did not get the guided tour. So you just walk it and you read the signs as you go along. It says it take about an hour and it's about 1.25 miles walk. This big room here is the black hole. And this is the first thing you will see even as you're walking down. That up there's where the hole was at. The thing about walking in the dark here is there's some places where I can't see the walkway, so I'm just scared that I'm gonna trip. But I guess they made sure that the trail's nice and smooth. I'll check that out. Holy crap. Let's keep going down. We're coming away from the starlight, from the lights, sunlight, not starlight, and into the darkness. And we're still going down. Entering the dark zone. Yeah, no kidding. Entering the dark zone. So you come into another large room. Yeah, if you have bad knees, don't come on this trail because it's constant pressure on your knees. Man, I know my camera's not catching all this. I can look in the lens, on the screen, I can tell a lot of it's dark. This sure does feel more than 700 feet down. We're still going down. And I came from way up there. This is a huge cavern. This formation is called the Whale's Mouth. Yeah, this is more than 700 feet. I've walked as close to a half mile, and we have yet stopped dropping. You have the initial, I think that's the 700 that he's talking about. Spooky. It looks like we might have hit the bottom to this room. You can see some people up there. They have these emergency phones here and there. I guess we're in the devil's den. And we're still dropping. We're still going down. I hope there's an elevator at the end of this. And just when you thought the rooms don't get any bigger, you come to this. My phone cannot capture this. Breathtaking, literally. I'm walking backwards to save my knees. So we're here at the record breaker. This piece of rock right here fell down from the ceiling. And it's estimated to weigh 200 tons. So this piece of rock fell from the ceiling. And we're still going down. Great Lake Room. And guess what? Still going down. This is looking back up at the Green Lake Room. I've yet to see the lake. I must be getting close to the end because this is the first time that I'm climbing up. There is an elevator at the end. One of the park rangers told me, even though it's 56 degrees in here or so, I've managed to get a little sweat. Not sure what this is. It's a wooden scaffolding. It's ladders. Steps. This used to be maybe a long time ago. This was the way down into the cave. Well, just a few steps from there. Here's the explanation of the steps. A wooden staircase once existed in front of you, and it routed visitors around Iceberg Rock between 1926 and the mid-50s. Here visitors used to climb down to reach the big room or climb up to exit the cavern. It was one of the many staircases used in many corridors until 1932, when the first elevator opened. So these rock formations are called sponge rocks. So we're going to take a look at the big room. This is another 1.25 miles if you do the whole route, but we're just going to go take a gander at the big room. And since I made it this far, only going to be here, well, I can't say I'm only going to be here once, but they said this room is the largest cave room in North America. This is a unique formation, the lion's tail. The room continues, and I've only went about a 1/4 mile, and it still goes. What's this? Just a fairyland. Popcorn covered stalagmites. Stalagmites. Stalactites. This is Temple of the Sun. This room is grand. Well, I came to where you can turn around the shortcut, but I guess I've yet to see the big room. This room continues for another mile, is what the sign says. Can you imagine that? I say I'm going to turn around and head up the elevator, but then I just keep finding such beauty. They say the rest of the trail is flat though, so the big room area is pretty flat. You know what? I think I'm doing the whole thing after all. One of the reasons why I was thinking I wasn't going to do the whole trail is because I wore the wrong shoes and I'm not wearing socks. So my left foot, I feel like they're getting rubbed raw to my toes. That's the only reason I wasn't going to complete the whole trail. But I'm also I was going to try to make it to Roswell to see the aliens and then spend the night in Albuquerque. We'll see how the day goes. Found some pool of water. The big room. So quiet. I don't know how deep that goes. This sign said that at one time they were going to make a tunnel through this wall in the 30s so that Model Ts could drive through it. Then they came up with the elevator, and the elevator dried up the tunnel, the cave, and then they put airlocks. And now it's the humidity is stable. You know, I don't think everybody comes this far because I don't see anybody anymore. I'm at the very edges of the tunnel, I guess. Well, I think I'm coming out of the big room. It's a big room, for sure. This one is called a Silent Bell. It's really large stalagmite, and it flares out at the bottom like a bell. There's like a snack bar at the end of the cave down here, but we're gonna take the elevator out. I stopped filming because it's too much, and now I'm pretty sure this video is going to be way longer than I thought. But let's go to the elevator. So this must be part of the airlock. So this door won't open until the other one's closed. So that way that the cave stays sealed. So this thing started at 750, so I'm assuming that's 750 feet. Yeah, make sure you wear the right shoes and not like I did. I think I got 2 raw toes now. I'll check them when we get in the car. I'll put my sandals on. Yeah, the cave is actually up in elevation. All right, Carlsbad Caverns. I did it.